welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo, and today we're going to talk about 5 tips to allow you to list faster on Poshmark. The last video we talked about 10 tips to list faster on eBay. Those also can mostly apply to Poshmark as far as having a routine, staying focused, having clear goals and that. But these are tips that are specific to Poshmark. And there's only 5 of these rather than 10 because Poshmark in and of itself is faster to list on than eBay. There's less information in the listings. They're much easier to fill out. And most of us actually cross-post to Poshmark and don't start with a brand new listing. So if you already got the eBay listing done and you're just cross-posting it, that saves a lot of time as well. I just feel like overall, Poshmark's a lot easier and faster to list on, but there's still things you can do to get faster over there. Have your photos ready, Poshmark ready. Have your photos Poshmark ready. So everyone should be, at the time of taking the photos of your items, be using square mode on your phones. It's going to be different whether you have Apple or an Android, and the Androids starting at the S10, I believe it was the S10. We have the S20s now. It was a little more simple because there's like a little button up here. Literally, you push and it puts it into one by one. The Galaxy 7s were a little bit more difficult. I did like a little couple second video for that phone specifically in my Facebook group at one time. But everyone's phone has the ability to do square mode. If you don't know how to do it on your phone, you can just Google real quick. Put your, whether it's Apple or Android, and put your model number of your phone in the search and say square mode photos. Because you got to have square photos for Poshmark. You just have to. I've done tons of videos about it. And we should all be taking them in square mode anyway. I kind of feel like they're more professional. They look better. Most platforms want those square photos anyway. So make sure that your phone's set to square mode so that your photos are going to be ready for Poshmark. Now, that's moving forward, right? So if you have older listings on eBay that you need to cross-post to Poshmark, they're not going to be in square mode. If you are like me and you weren't using square mode for a long time because you didn't know any better. So there is a free app you can use. It's called Fast. It's called Fast Stone. I want to say it's called Fast Stone. Yeah, Fast Stone Photo Resizer. I actually have a video that shows you how to use that and screen shares me doing it. I'll have that pop up at the end for you if you need some help getting some photographs that weren't taken in square mode into the perfect square mode for Poshmark. It does them in bulk in seconds. It's amazing. So you definitely watch that video if you haven't. But moving forward, take all your photos in square mode. But if you have some that aren't, this Fast Stone does it really, really quickly for you. And that'll actually speed you up a little bit too if you're moving over your older photos. The second thing you can do to be faster on Poshmark is to cross-post. I kind of talked about that already. If you've already got the listing done on eBay and you're cross-posting it to Poshmark, you've got most of the information already there. eBay's listings take a lot more time. They have a lot more details to them, a lot more information, and then you can just pop that over to Poshmark. You can do it manually, or if you want to be even faster, you can use a tool such as List Perfectly. If you're not familiar with List Perfectly, I'm going to put that video up at the end as well. So you'll have the Fast Stone video and the List Perfectly video. I'm going to link at the end of this. I did an interview with their chief marketing officer, Alex. She's really a great gal. But we did a live show together, me and her. We screen shared. We talked about how to use it. We showed all the different options as far as the subscriptions to the service. And then the good thing about that video in particular, it has a link in it where you can get your first month 30% off just to try it out. You can cancel if you don't like it after that. But they did give me a link to share with you guys so you can get 30% off your first month. And it is an affiliate link, so we do get a little bit of a commission from the gals over at List Perfectly. Don't waste time comping on Poshmark. You guys, comping on Poshmark is not as important. I really don't feel it is. And I'll be honest with you, I've never comped an item on Poshmark. Never. If I'm cross-posting something to Poshmark, I just up my eBay price, period. I've never comped. I've never looked up an item or looked at solds on Poshmark. From the beginning, when I first started listing over there, I got this advice from some very seasoned Poshmark sellers to just, if you wanted $20 for them on eBay, list them for $25 on Posh. If you wanted $40 for something on eBay, just list it for $50 on Poshmark. Just up your price 25 to 30%. For two reasons. Number one, most folks on Poshmark will pay more money for the same items. And the second thing is most of your sales are generally going to come from offers to likers. That's a super duper important feature on Poshmark. And most of your sales are going to come from that. And you're going to have a lot of room to wiggle around if you up your prices. So I advise people not to comp for Poshmark. Just cross-post it over from eBay, knock your price up 25 to 30%. You can always send offers to likers, and you can, offer whatever you want, 30%, 50%, 10%. It has to be a minimum of 10%, I should say. Your offers to likers have to be minimum 10% off with a minimum dollar something discount for shipping. But after that, the sky's the limit. If it's not moving and it's not selling, you can go in and offer 50% off. They have also days for closet clear out where if you knock the price down on the listing, then they get a discount on shipping that Posh pays for, not out of your pocket. So there's lots of ways on Poshmark to sell with offers and things like that. You can just price high, like really high, and you don't even have to comp. Now, if you're listing on Poshmark first, you're going to have to comp. But I always recommend cross-posting from eBay because it's a little bit faster that way. The other thing I see a lot of people getting hung up on is that original price on your listing. If you don't know what the item cost originally, either put a 0 or make a price up. I mean, we all kind of know what stuff costs, right? We all kind of know Lucky Brand and new in the store is about $100, $125. We all kind of know that a new Robert Graham shirt's $250, right? So you can just make up a price, or you can just put 0. I most of the time put 0 unless it's new with tags, and then I'll put in the original price. But a lot of folks get hung up on that and they stress out about it. And I've actually talked to people who will spend so much time Googling and looking up these items to see what they retail for. You don't really need to do that. You can put 0, you can make a price up, especially on used items. It doesn't really matter. Now, if it's new with tags, it can matter because it's just like on eBay when you put the MSRP to justify why you're charging so much and show the buyer they're getting a deal. The MSRP was 100 and I'm giving it to you for 60, right? So it is kind of important with newer tags. So I would say in those instances, if your tag doesn't have a price on it and you don't know what they retail for, you can do a little bit of research. But as far as your used clothing, just put a 0. Don't waste time. And don't stress too much about your titles on Poshmark, okay? Number one, your titles are going to be shorter because you have less characters to use on your Poshmark titles. There isn't really a formula for them. They're not like eBay where Cassini, looks for and desires that specific formula to give you maximum search engine results. There really isn't a formula on Poshmark. You're working with less room. And this is a beautiful thing. Poshmark's search algorithm looks at the title and the description when a buyer is looking for something. eBay doesn't do that. eBay's algorithm, Cassini, only looks at the title and she's looking for a specific formula in this order, Poshmark, nope, their search algorithm looks at titles and descriptions. So you don't have to spend a ton of time stressing or worrying about your title on Poshmark. Fit what you can and put the rest in your description. And let's say you put in the title everything but mid-rise, because you can't fit that, right? As long as you put then in your description that these flare jeans by Miss Me are mid-rise, it's fine. If someone searches for mid-rise jeans, yours will pop up because it's in the description. I love that about Poshmark, that their algorithm looks at your description box as well as the title, so you can cram more keywords in your description. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Let me just recap before I let you guys go. The 5 tips to list faster on Poshmark are to have your photos posh ready. Take your photos in square mode. If you didn't do that in the past, there is a fast way to do that quickly, and I'll share that at the end. Crosspost from eBay to Poshmark, that makes things quicker. It's even quicker if you use a tool such as List Perfectly. Don't waste time comping. Just up your eBay prices on Poshmark. Don't worry about that original price. Just toss a 0 in, especially on used clothing. And don't stress about your titles. Fit what you can and put more keywords in your description box. Questions, comments, or concerns? Put them down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already, you'd like to, please subscribe to the channel. Help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to hit the bell next to it to be notified when I put out new content. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos, a reseller pod. Free to join, great group. Link is in the description box down below. Until next time, go be productive, go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.